Okay, so I just started playing the like the exploration, the missions where you go to wrecks and find corpses, and I hoped it would be like a bit more upgraded than it used to be like several years ago. And unfortunately, it's the same, and it's like really bottom of the barrel, like no effort, the same. So in the video you can see him. I did 4 or 5 missions, and it was always like the oldest wrecks in the game, like caterpillars, starfarers, and what's the other one? Freelance, like the ugliest and oldest ships in the game. And the only thing you could do in the ship is, if it's a black box mission, get the black box, or if it's a corpse mission, fly to one corpse, click F on it, and that's it. Like there's nothing you can get in the ship, like for example, get the box out of the ship, or check the components, or breach through doors, like some type of gameplay depth to it. Like there's nothing. And the way it's arranged is the same thing. So for example, I found the same wreck 3 times, and it's the exact same wreck, like the wreck piece in the exact same spot. Even the corpses ragdolled in the exact same spot. I think it's pretty lame, because if you look at it, like everything they do in this game that doesn't directly sell ships gets the lowest effort possible. While in Squadron 42, they put in maximum effort for everything, which I think is lame, because Squadron 42 is financed by people who want the features to have great features in Star Citizen. And there's not even gameplay where you can actually find the ships to explore. Like there's currently no type of gameplay system. You can just fly through space, find some radar contact, and just fly to it, see what happened. Like on a strategic level, like finding something 20,000 kilometers away. There's no gameplay system currently for it. You only get sent by missions to specific spots in like an asteroid belt, and then you explore the ships. And by explore, you can like do almost nothing in the ships. Like if you actually destroy another player ship or an AI combat ship, you actually get more exploration gameplay out of it, because you can actually dive into the wreck and detach the guns and the components of it. But the actual missions for it, like they get none of that gameplay. And I think at first, here's what happened with Star Citizen. They first, in 2014, 15, they overpromised to get more money in. And then they couldn't deliver on certain features because technical issues or not being capable of doing it. And then they noticed that players would keep buying more ships. And then I think they went to an intentional thing where they keep you hyped for new gameplay features, but they keep delaying them and delaying them. Like, for example, helmets that everybody's celebrating now, which I think is a great feature. But that stuff was announced 2019. That's when I started playing at SitCon 2019. And it took them over 6 years to get them into the game. Now ask yourself, how many paid ships got into the game? And how much of the gameplay that doesn't directly relate to ships got delayed? Like for example, breaching gameplay. There's a trailer from 2015 where they show ships being welded, doors being welded open. And there's gameplay videos from 3 or 4 years ago where a gameplay programmer or designer was experimenting on how to breach open doors. And none of that is in the game yet. So I think it's intentional. They basically keep you hyped for the newest features, and then they pull them back. So you still get hyped, but the only way you can actually have fun in the game is to keep buying ships. And that creates a financial incentive for them to keep doing that. And I don't want to say like microtransactions or buying ships is a bad thing, but the problem is there should be some type of, at least some parity between the money being spent by players in Star Citizen and the developers reciprocating by giving players quality gameplay for it in a timely time frame. And currently, I think that's not the case. I think currently, and over the years, I think there's been a decrease of quality to reduce the quality that's put into Star Citizen, or the effort, as low as possible, so they can maximize the money they can use for Squadron 42. And I think there's a pretty strong difference between the quality of basically everything in Star Citizen and in Squadron 42. Which you can see in some of the larger ships especially. I think I'll make a video later in the day when the Expo goes live. Because I've seen videos from the interior of the Passus. And is it Passus? Is it Passus? How do you pronounce it in English? And it looks similar like the Polaris, like where the interior doesn't look like it was made to the highest standard possible.